All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to a GunTube Indiegogo update. Uh, I have to go add this link on the Indiegogo right now, so uh, please bear in mind that's what I'm going to be doing. So you may have some, momentary silence because I'll probably be typing. At most, you'll probably hear me typing. But hey, that's just how it goes. So, anyways. We got Scott P79 out there. Snob's wife is out there. Apparently, they're arguing over who's first and who's second. I'm not going to get in the middle of that because I know better. So, just putting that out there right now. Insert media. Embed. No. Where is it? Right there. Save. Center that. Here we go. And Scott's already retracting his messages. Ooh, not good. Not good. All right. So we've got this all set up on the Indiegogo. We've got this all set up on the YouTubes. We've got this set up pretty much everywhere. We're pretty much set up by now. And the stream seems to be doing just fine, which is also good. Let's kill StreamYard. Kill everything else because I just want the chat out there. And I can get the chat over here. Right on. Okay, Scott P79 says I'm just retyping. At least she can't throat punch me. Well, she's not Gunpowder Beauty, so yeah. Though, if you get a woman that does throat punch you, that only makes it more exciting, right? But just saying. But again, so where do we want to go first? Why don't we do this? Why don't we screen share what's going on with the campaign? See where we're at. And then, kind of mosey on from there. All right. Chrome tab. Do Indiegogo campaign. There we go. Can you all see that properly? All right. Kingpin has joined the chat. But we're screen sharing because we're doing the Indiegogo update. So let's see if everyone can see that. Can you share that? Yes, I can see that. All right. So with the, I'm gonna have to mute him. There we go. All right. So with the Indiegogo update, right now we are at $35.91, which was the initial goal. Again, though, we have stretch goals. And I kind of want to go over some of those because we only have 8 hours left on the campaign. And I would really like to at least get to number one stretch goal if we can. Granted, if we don't, that's fine. We're still going to be good. We're still going to be able to do things. It's just, let's let I want to dream, and I want to we would like to try and make that that last goal. But if we can't, hey, we had a good run regardless. All right, so stretch goals. Where let's just go back to the campaign itself. I don't want to edit it, so we do this. All right. This is what happens when you're logged into it. But story right there. There we go. All right. So we have stretch goals. Here are our stretch goals. We get our initial goal. No thrills. It just works. Which is, hey, what people want. If we can get a bit more, which is what I'd really like to shoot for, we can get somebody to help us go and get an iOS app and an Android app for the GunTube chamber specifically. Also, I can also work towards the regular GunTube app, which would be separate for the actual video hosting website part. What else? I'm not saying we can't we can't hit this, but if this is possible, then we can do a hell of a lot more. Again, that's the other stretch goals are really just wish lists, and like if I can get more money, we could do much more for GunTube with that money. More servers. I can actually hire some people to help me with this, so that I'm not the only one working on it. Also, I could get better software. I could buy servers instead of having to rent them for GunTube, and then I could just pay to have them co-located at data centers. Which I don't know. I will run down how the inner workings of when it comes with servers. Okay, for those that don't know, and if you don't know, that's fine. That's fine. But if you do know, don't ruin it for everyone else. But with things on the internet these days, one, you have a server in a data center, and the data center's job is to host servers, keep them connected to just two things: power and the internet. Okay, and most of the time with larger companies, it's their servers are hosted in a data center, and either they own the data center, or like in Google's case, where they own the data centers that YouTube servers are in, and that all of other Google's interests are also hosted on those servers as well. But with what we're doing, it would be better to be able to buy newer servers than just rent dedicated servers, or rent virtual machines, which a virtual machine is a portion of a server which has dedicated resources to that machine. So it's you could run Linux and Windows, and those are operating systems that run on your computers, that kind of thing. All right, and we would like to be able to get some better hardware. But if that's not the case, then you know what? We're just gonna use the money on getting the GunTube chamber live platform going, and do that, because that's what the initial goal was for the Indiegogo, and be done with it. But again, we're trying to push for more, and whether we get it or not, we're still going to be able to do good things. It's just I'd like to hit one of those stretch goals personally. But again, you know what? I'm not unhappy with everything that's progressed. Again, as I said, the perks, I have to order some more perks because we've got more backings. I I have already acquired a company to go get the shirts from, and I've already taken care of that. Again, as I said though, as soon as I get all of the merchandise in, I'll be able to ship it out. It's just some of this merchandise I have to get on a case-by-case basis because I don't have, unlimited funds to get all the merchandise all at once. So I had to get it on a case-by-case basis. As far as the patches, I've got all the patches. Patches are good. We're good on patches. So there's no problem there. So I'm hoping to get everything sent out, get everything taken care of, and settled and sent before I leave for Phoenix. But if that does not pan out, I will send everything out once I get back from Phoenix, because I am going to Phoenix for the Gun Rights Policy Conference. I've already set that aside. So, but again, I want everyone to know that all of your perk rewards will be sent out sometime this month. It's either the middle of the month or at the end of the month. It's one of the two. I have no idea how, whether I'll get things fast or if I get them slow. It all depends. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes. But I want to be honest with you guys and transparent about it because, it does no good not to. So that's where we are with that. Okay, I'm going to stop screen sharing this. I'm going to start reading what's going on the chat. I'm going to talk to, Kingpin over here, see what's going on with him, and we're going to go there, take it wherever we need to take it from there. All right, so what we got out there? Bell and B Pro's out there talking about something. So, that was just an off joke, Scott. Black Cat's walking tactical pocket dog. Oh no, not the tactical pocket dog. All right. So, I'll send him a link. I guess I'll send others a link again too. What else? All right. Can I unmute him? No. Kingpin, unmute yourself. You can talk now. I set you muted, so you can unmute yourself.
I get confused because the image looks a little different on the microphone, so I thought
yes.
I was muted, but you were hearing all the crickets and cicadas and stuff outside.
We don't have the racer head anymore. We just have your initials now.
That's quite all right. So this is the chamber right here.
We're in it. We're in the GunTube chamber. I'm going to change the logo too at the top left. I'm going to change the logo to like a chamber type thing. I don't know whether maybe like a cylinder or something. And you'll have GunTube and then like a cylinder or something for the chamber. But yeah, so we're in the GunTube chamber. This is working. It is live, and there is links on GunTube.org to this apparatus. But it's right now until I get the funding from Indiegogo, which they said I should get it maybe on the 6th of August. When I get that, I'll be able to start buying servers, setting everything up, because literally it takes about an hour or two to set all the server hardware and software up once I've done it, several million times like I have already with this older hardware before. And we're not on old hardware right now. We're on new rented stuff, so no worries. But literally, it takes me about an hour or two to get those set up and everything. It's just, I just have to have the funding, released so that I can set everything up. As far as how many servers at the same time, I haven't figured that out yet. I'm still looking at that. Probably, I think the goal is to probably have 6 at a time. You'll be able to stream 6 people at a time. I think that's a good number, don't you?
Yeah, especially if you're keeping it in house. Like you're not opening it up to, crafts channels and cooking channels and different stuff like that. Then I can't imagine. Plus, nobody likes corking each other. So if somebody knows that Rick is on, they're not going to pop up a show at Wednesday at 7 p.m. because they know Rick is on. So
Right. So I'm gonna. That is the plan currently. If the plan changes, I will let everyone know right away if I have to lessen the servers or we have to add more servers for more people to stream. That is all in the air. It's right now. I think the best approach for as we lead into getting all this set up is to take the play it by ear approach. And if we have to add or scale down, whatever we have to do, we'll do. But I just want to make it easier for everyone to be able to go and stream, and that's why we did this Indiegogo in the first place. And I'm glad we at least got our initial goal because it opens the doors for us to do good things. So there's no problems there. Black Cat's still crying about the link that I haven't sent to him yet because I'm trying to do this Indiegogo. All right, hold on.
I sent it to him.
I don't want him thinking I'm GunTube is catist or not because we've already got videos of George playing with Gary's Glock. Gary, one of Gary's Glocks. So watch out. George has opposable thumbs. So there we go. All right. So all right.
He's here.
He's alive.
What's up?
There's a little lag, but that's probably on your end.
I'm guessing. I'm on mobile, so.
Yeah. But it works. We can hear you.
I'm going to turn off my hotspot here from my computer. Can't flip the camera, though.
No, that is one of the downsides with the camera right now. I don't know if that's a bug or if that's just how they can do it, but right now the camera's only vertical. It does not go horizontal yet. That is the only downside.
Gotcha.
Wait, try
I was
horizontal.
trying to flip
again,
the show tactical box dog. Nobody wants to see me.
Flip it horizontal again real quick. Hey, that worked.
That changed it? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's working.
Yeah, apparently they updated it. Awesome. So
it's a little dark out here.
Well, that's GunTube can only handle GunTube issues. We can't handle weather issues and anomalies. So
that's your fault. I blame you.
No. So
I don't know how the audio is. I'm just on my phone. I don't have headphones in or anything, so.
Yeah. Actually, quite honestly, I think the audio and the video is a bit better on your phone than it was with your laptop.
It might be. Well, a lot of times that's why I stream from my phone.
So,
this phone
Kingpin,
actually has really sweet video.
Kingpin, what do you think of the GunTube chamber now?
I like it. I've said for a while now it's far superior to StreamYard. And I won't say it's far superior than the Hangouts was, but it's definitely better than the Hangouts was. I'm a really big fan.
I just got a text message, so I have to respond because it's family, and you know how family gets if you don't respond. So, all right, there we go. All right, so yeah, I'm really digging GunTube Chamber. I'm glad that things have kind of fallen into place and worked out, uh, and not just fallen into place. I plugged it really hard, and I know that sounds awful. I have promoted GunTube. eh, I've done a fair amount of promoting, probably to the point where even I got sick of it, and I know some people got sick of all the promotion and whatnot. And I apologize if you got sick of it. It's just I'm really trying to do something with this, and I really needed help, and we got the help. So I'm just glad that everything is working out. So I would like to get the stretch goal, one or two of the stretch goals, but quite honestly, if we can only get this amount right now, then you know what, maybe in another month or two down the line, if we really need the one of those stretch goals, we go for that again. Do another campaign or something, right?
Well, you're offering a product that people want. Like you didn't take a jump out and on faith and have a new product that nobody's ever heard of. You've got a
Right.
product. You put something out there that was in demand. So
Right, and I did set up hard even on my older hardware. While it worked sometimes and it didn't work, I went and actually spent some of my own money and paid out stuff, from selling a rifle to be able to go and get hardware where I can show people that it does work. It is a sound system. It's just in order to run something like this, you have to have good servers set up for it.
well, and you got to think that a lot of people might be interested in it, but they want to see the product first, which is cool that you did what you did. And I've been telling, letting people know that you've already upgraded it. Before the Indiegogo came through, you took your money and already did upgrades. So now that there's a product out, a tangible product out there that people can see and use, that's going to draw more interest too. Because it's just like anything else new. The brand new phone comes out, a bunch of people rush out and get it, and then a bunch of people wait until they work out the bugs in the new phone and then go get it.
Like in the case of that failed Samsung folding phone. You heard about that, right?
No, I didn't. Samsung tried to come out with a smart flip phone.
No, not a flip phone. It was basically a smartphone, just like a Galaxy that you could fold. The screen folded, and it ended up being a disaster.
Yeah, see, that's exactly kind of my point. Is there's nobody asking for that. Nobody wanted that. Nobody was interested in that. Nobody was thinking
Well,
about
some
that.
people,
So
the phone guys, wanted it because they thought it was cool, but most people will be like, well, if you fold it enough times, it's going to break. So what's the point of having it?
yeah, and they say the regular phone that I've got now works just fine. I like it the way it is. Don't mess with it.
All right.
And we
You know,
liked Hangouts. We like live streams, and you brought out Gun Chamber,
you know,
which gives
GunTube
us
chamber,
everything that we want.
GunTube chamber. So, yeah, we brought that out, and it works quite well. And again, so it's just whether we with this, where we go next. It's kind of up to the people supporting GunTube Chamber and the users too.
I really think that you should go on Night Strike channel and do one of these because not a whole lot of people know that. I'm sure you got 1,000 subscribers over on Night Strike, and I don't think GunTube's YouTube channel's got that many subscribers yet. So, I
Right,
definitely do
and
this on your bigger platform.
right, but you do know why I'm disassociation. I'm trying to disassociate Night Strike from GunTube, right?
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm not saying do this like the video you're doing now. I'm talking about run GunTube Chamber like on hit or miss. and say, like, look, everybody.
We did that last week.
Right now, but it's
or
open,
this week.
it's open for the public now, so it's
and
different.
we did it for Rants and Raves on Wednesday on Mike Strake's channel. So it is open. It is ready to be used. Matthias, I was talking about the Samsung Fold phone. It says, and the phone was like $2,000. Yeah, it was not cheap, and it was not a sound product. But again, sometimes you're going to have that. I mean, I wanted to set up GunTube Chamber because I found open source software which is decentralized, where anyone could host it, and it had the same effect and the same styling as Hangouts did. So I decided with GunTube to try and push this project, on Indiegogo, so that I could, offer this as a service, because who knows, even though StreamYard is based in Canada, what's to say, Justin Trudeau in Canada, the Prime Minister says, oh, we're going to get rid of all guns in Canada. You can't have guns anymore. He's not pro-gun. He is the furthest thing from pro-gun in Canada right now. So he could say that, and then StreamYard, the company, will say we can't have gun chat on our platform anymore because, unfortunately, guns are banned in Canada.
Well, it's not even just the guns. Trudeau doesn't believe in free speech either, and he believes strongly in hate speech. So half of our conversations would get, to use a terrible term, red flagged, as far as the Canadian government goes.
I mean, it's like, what, the Canadian government's going to prosecute us? Yeah, right.
No, but they'll tell StreamYard, if you want to continue to operate in Canada, you're going to shut those channels down. I mean, China does it all the time. Nobody's watching GunTube.org over in China. Xi Jinping made quite sure that.
No, but we have gotten some Aussie viewers, and we have gotten, believe it or not, I've gotten a couple videos uploaded to GunTube from Brazil about reloading, because people are getting into reloading and getting more into guns in Brazil now, because they kind of enacted some sort of Second Amendment, like they went back. The new president they had elected, kind of walked back on all the gun laws and saying, hey, the reason why people are dying from guns so much is because only the criminals and the government has guns, but the people don't have guns, and they should be able to protect themselves, from terrorists and from these criminals. So we're going to walk back on these gun laws and open it up for people so that people can get some guns and try it out and, to defend themselves. And I thought that was a very sound and a very good idea. And he cited the Second Amendment of the United States, saying, well, yes, the United States does have some issues. The fact is, they have a Second Amendment, and for the most part, the Second Amendment works. And he also went on to cite, the whole thing about concealed carrying and whatnot, and being able to carry a gun in the United States as well, when he was pushing this plan. And he's enacted it, and they went through with it, and now more people in Brazil are getting into the shooting sports. I'm calling it shooting sports because it's what it is, and it's nice to see. I'm not going to take the videos off, even though GunTube is primarily for the Second Amendment and Americans. I'm not going to be, all inclusive, all exclusive, and say if you're not American, you can't post gun videos on GunTube. I'm not going to be like that.
That would be un-American if you did that.
That would be un-American, because GunTube is all about digitally preserving the Second Amendment, but we also respect your First Amendment.
Which brings me to my point. I would.
Do you mean I can say anything I want?
That's going to cost you $1,500.
It's on this chat. You're going to have to reel it in and keep it PG, because I'm being PG right now.
I might as well drop out.
Well, either that or you let Tactical Pocket Dog speak for you.
I tried. I had a neighbor come over and say hi and wanted to see the dog, so.
Dogs are good. Dogs are good. You know, GunTube loves dogs and loves cats. GunTube loves animals. So if you're out,
Aha.
so if you like hanging out with your cat or your dog at the gun range or out back when you're shooting, you know, in a backyard range setup, you know what? Go ahead, post a video. But you know, again, GunTube is primarily for firearm content. So I just want to make that you know, footnote right there.
Have you emailed the Gun Snob and Sarge, because they're doing shows tonight? They could probably use the GunTube chamber.
They could, and I might talk to them about that.
Yeah, I did have a question that had been given to me from a fellow Gun Channels member, and they had mentioned that you still need like an OBS or something to go to link it to YouTube, or is that true? Because yesterday right when you said it was ready to go, I went over and turned on the stream, and that's what I was asking you about, how to get a stream key. So if I
Okay.
put that stream
You
key
get
in, do I need
your
OBS?
stream key comes from YouTube.
Right, I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Do I need
go
that
in the
OBS
creator.
stuff?
You got to go in. You got to go into Creator Studio and go to like live events and set
Yeah,
up a live event.
I know. You
And
explained
you
it
get the
last night.
stream key from there. I'm not done. Let me finish. You get the stream key from YouTube. Then you go
That's
over
really not
to
a problem.
GunTube Chamber, set up a room, and when it says and click Start Live Stream, and it'll have a pop-up box that says, "Please input your YouTube stream key," and that's where you put that stream key and go live.
Okay, so now
It's
maybe you'll
very
answer the
simple.
question that I asked, and is what is up with the OBS thing? Do you need that, whatever the OBS? I don't know what OBS is, but everybody says it's like it's another thing that you have to
OBS
control.
is another. OBS is the software you use for live streaming as well. You can use it with Hangouts or with
Yeah.
GunTube Chamber. It's an addition, not a subtraction. You could use it with, if you didn't want to use GunTube Chamber and wanted only streaming through your camera and whatnot, you can use OBS Studio, but you don't have to. Honestly, I only use OBS Studio for the video right here. So you can see me. You see me here. You see, the GunTube patches that we got.
Well, I don't turn my camera on, so I don't.
The GunTube stickers. If you don't have a camera and you don't use your camera and don't turn it on, then you know what I'm going to tell you. Forget about OBS. Stop stressing about it because it's a non-issue.
Okay, cool.
It's a non-issue.
All
I don't have
know.
OBS, and I'm on here right now. This isn't on OBS.
Yeah, you're on.
I mean, I have OBS.
You're on the mobile app that you can already download of the open source project, because you can download their base app right now and use that with GunTube Chamber. All you have to do is set up the settings or just accept a link from someone already in a GunTube Chamber chat room or meeting room, and it'll just automatically join. You have no problem.
Yeah, I'm on the Jitsi app right now, but I mean, I have StreamYards on my phone, which is basically mobile OBS.
Yeah. The GunTube Chamber is built off of the Jitsi Meet platform, and it's an open source project where they did this for meetings and whatnot. And I'm trying to use this as a public platform. They have theirs set up publicly as well, so that's why we did the Indiegogo to try and set this kind of thing up and go from there. But this GunTube Chamber is built on Jitsi Meet, and that's why you can also use Jitsi Meet's applications to connect to it. So if Sarge really wanted to join a GunTube Chamber chat right now from his phone, he would only need to download the Jitsi Meet app onto his iPhone right now.
Yeah, it brought me right in as soon as I went from my computer to my phone, and I already had the Jitsi app on here from before, and I clicked on the link that was sent to me, and it brought me right in.
I'll type it out for you, John Z, because I know you're linguistically inclined.
Which I'm sure if I was still on my laptop, it would have been the same thing. But
so that's where we're at, and that's what we're doing, and that's how GunTube is working, and everything seems to be working just fine. I even turned my camera on for a little bit to see how that was going, and it seems to be running just fine. So, and anything else, David? If you got any other questions, go ahead and throw them at me. But OBS is not required; it's an addition more than a requirement. You're muted, David. So unmute yourself. Kingpin?
and he said, "Go screw yourself."
Yeah, apparently. Now, also, in the GunTube Chamber Hangout, you can still send messages to each other privately in the Hangout, and it won't show up on air and whatnot. Just watch this.
Did you see Alan B. Pro's last comment about the password?
I did not see his comment.
He said, "It is asking me for a password. If it's my GunTube password, I don't remember that." So that might be, seeing how people aren't used to the whole password thing, you might want to explain how, when you get the email, the link will have a password in it.
I gotta say, the email had the password in it for me.
The email has the password in it.
Right, but nobody, most people aren't
It's the
going to
last line.
open it.
It's the last line in the email, Alan.
Most people just open up the link, open up the email, hit the link, and go.
Kingpin, if I give somebody the password on air, that means anybody can jump in.
I'm not telling you. I'm just explaining to people, let them know, read your email when you get the email for the link for the show, because yesterday on Hangouts there was no password. Today there's a place where there's a password and you can't get in without it.
John Z is saying, "What's my username?" John Z. GunTube Chamber does not require a registration system. It's a non-registration system application. But if you want your avatar to be saved, you have to set up an account with Gravatar. So that's the only downside. Oh, hey! Look who decided to jump in. Finally, read the whole email. And not
I like most people, all I did is grab the link and copy it and jump on in. But
I was in the middle of emailing you the link.
Actually, read the email? That's absurd.
I know it's these new confounded concepts that are driving us wild.
Who reads emails?
Well, and it defaulted to my laptop
that?
camera, and I don't know why.
Well, what you do is go and click the three dots at the bottom right that says More Actions. Go to Settings, and you can change your camera from there. Under Devices.
Well, Next Trek, you got quite a bit of settings that people can deal with in here. And there's a lot of different options here. Goodness gracious.
Great balls of fire. Yeah, we got a lot of options, but options having options is better than not having options. Wow, Kingpin.
Am I not muted?
I muted my mic so nobody could hear me sucking wind walking the dog.
I thought I was muted again, and my microphone is right underneath of my keyboard. That's why it sounds like I'm beating on it with a jackhammer.
Yeah.
Well, and my microphone is right here.
My microphone.
Oh, that's
right
sexy.
here. So aside from some things, right now again, this server right here was the proof of concept. We're probably going to get better servers, and I'm going to move all the stuff over to those eventually. But this does work right now. If you want to just start using it right now, go ahead. I'll let people know when I have to do maintenance and take it down and take care of it, and that'll probably be on the front page of GunTube. So just keep checking GunTube.org, out every so often to get an update on the servers and whatnot. Apparently, someone's having issues. I'm assuming that's Black Cat that's having issues. So,
No, that would be me.
Your internet is probably giving you problems then. Wow. That's the highest ping I've ever seen. That is like 56K RF pings. We're going to have to fix that. I'll have to mess with that later. So, anyway.
I was gonna say I'm not having issues. I just had my mic muted.
Right. So again, that's where we're going with GunTube. This the Indiegogo update, and if there's any other questions, go ahead and either email it to us, info or info@guntube.org, and we'll answer them. And why didn't I use Mike as my username? Because I didn't want to. Is that so bad? I mean, I am Mike. Yes, that's right. But I didn't want to plaster it out there right now. Yeah, no, I didn't lose your. Thank you, Black Cat. Thank you. Alan, you still there?
Thought you would appreciate that.
Kingpin, you still there?
Indeed, I actually gotta go let my dogs in the house, so I'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Okay. All right, so I'm turning the camera off. And again, if you got any other actual questions about GunTube,
I can turn my camera on if you really want me to.
No. We do. I'm trying to keep it PG, not R rating. R rating or X in this case. We skip NC-17 to go straight to X on that at that point, and no one wants that. No one wants that. Alan, you back? Hopefully, maybe, kinda.
Alan.
He has to find the unmute button. The unmute button is on the left-hand side of the red hang-up button. That one where the microphone looks at the bottom of the screen.
Jan, wake up.
Kingpin would like to speak.
No, I didn't really have anything to say. I was just using the options, letting you know I was back by raising my hand.
We kicked Night Strike out of his own chat.
Oops. I got kicked out of the chat.
Oh, and the show improved so much there for a couple minutes.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. So here, do me a favor, Black Cat. Exit out of the chat. There we go. It's back to me. All right, good. Good. There we go. All right, your camera's off, but it should be. Unless you want it on.
No, I have my finger over it. It's not off yet. I don't have any control.
Well, there's a button at the bottom of the screen that says, yeah, you can turn your camera on and off.
Yeah, there's supposed to be. It won't come up.
That's not good.
Unfold your phone and look at the other half.
Oh, hold on. There it is. I got it. All
There
right.
you go.
Because I had my finger over my camera and it was touching my screen. So I was touching myself too much and I couldn't block the screen out.
Right. Okay. That's enough of that. The reason why I asked you to jump out is so I could get moderator status back in the chat channel and turn the live stream off. Because that's one of the pitfalls of GunTube right now. If you lose connection to the server right now, the next person becomes the moderator, and then they get to be able to turn it on or off. They don't get your stream key; they just get the ability to turn it on or off.
But so say if you dropped out right now, I could end the show. Like
you
it wouldn't.
could.
Okay, well that's not terrible. I mean that's actually not. Like if something happens to your electricity and it all of a sudden goes out, you don't want to leave the show running for perpetuity.
No, you don't. So, but again,
Wait, so who's the moderator right now? Is that me?
No, it's me. That's why I asked you to jump out real quick.
Ah. Oh, I see how you are.
Yeah.
You like I would do anything with that to you.
Really?
You act like I'm a total dick or something.
Wow. Whatever would give me that idea? Whatever
I don't
would give
know.
me that idea?
I am such a nice, down-to-earth guy.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Total's such a strong word.
You know, just one of those stand-up individuals, the shining pillar of the community.
You got it.
Yep. I'm not arguing. I'm just,
You need to center yourself in your camera, by the way.
Oh, you want me to center myself? There you go.
Yeah, there you go. No, you know what? Go back to leaning off to the side. That looks much worse.
Yeah. Yep, it does. Turning my camera off again. But
I'll turn mine on. Hold on.
I mean, is that wise?
Not yet. Give me a few minutes.
Okay.
I ate a lot of cheese today.
Well, at least you didn't have any wine with that cheese. All right. Let's see. All right. Just checking everything to make sure we haven't got any emails that we shouldn't have yet, or we should have. All right. Everything seems to be in order. All right. Let's see. That's it. All right. Questions, comments, guys? If you got any questions or comments, please go ahead. Shoot that to us. Yes, Jason Stewart. Guns are fun. Gun chats are better.
I got a comment. Hold on.
This is not the closer. This is not Sunday night.
That does make me think about Midnight Range.
It does. All right, so that's where we went with the. I'm going to have to shut this off because can't have any more of that. Not for GunTube. All right. Thanks for watching and tuning in, guys. We'll see you when we see you. Use the GunTube chamber. All right.
Shut up being French.
Bye, Felicia.
I ain't got no tagline.
If you infringe on Felicia's calf rope, then she's going to give you a tagline, and you'll be detained.
Give him the bird.
Never fear the dark.